So this video is really going to be about shoulder and opposing hip mobility, stability, and strength. So it's going to be a fusion style workout. So it's going to be a lot of Pilates, a little bit of yoga, a little bit of trigger point work and fascial stretch. So if you're looking for like the super traditional series, you are not going to find it in this video. What this is going to be really great for is people who have tightness in that fascial sling, that spiral line. Which is almost all of us, because it is like this one of the strongest. And also, if you guys are working out at home doing weight training and you're working your upper body today, like shoulder, chest, back, the first chunk of this video is going to be a really, really great warm-up so that you can get full range in your lifts. So let's do this. If you went to the whole video, I mean, I'm obviously here for it. So let's get started. I like to do this first little bit kneeling. I like the extension that you can get in your spine. If kneeling just feels horrible for your knees, you can either try putting a pillow underneath you, or you could just sit like however feels good, okay? So start with your hands at your side. We're gonna start with a little bit of breathing, okay? So we're gonna work with the Pilates breath today, which is a great breath if you're exercising in anything at all. I want you to inhale into the waist. So breathe with me, inhale through your nose, feel the waist expand laterally. So you're reaching it to either side of the room. And then as you exhale, you draw the abdominals to the spine like a sponge was being wrung out. So again, inhale, the sponge is being filled, and you'd be a pretty bad sponge if you were just filling the front. So you want to inhale into the whole torso. And then exhale through your mouth, draw the abdominals towards the spine. Let's do one more just like that, just holding your hands at your side, breathing. Inhale. And then exhale through your mouth. You feel everything hugging in. Good. Hands at your sides. You inhale, look up as you breathe in. Reach the arms up to the sky. So inhale, deep breath in. And then exhale, press the air away. Really reach away from the body. Just tuck the chin. So don't round the spine as the hands go to your side. Let's go again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Big breath in. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale, press the arms away. Tuck the chin and look down. Good. Last one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Big breath in. When you get to the top, look forward. Depress the shoulders, interlace your fingers, and then press the palms up towards the sky. So holding this, I want you to inhale. Can you grow taller from your lower back? So it's not coming from here. I want you to inhale, create length, lifting out of your abdominals and your low back. Now you might even need to squeeze your glutes a little bit. That's okay. I want you to hold that. Now take your left hand to the outside of the right skull. And then reach the right hand away from you. Now I'm not pulling, this hand is just providing a little extra resistance, that's all, it's just weight. As you drop the left ear to the left shoulder. So reaching that right arm away, you drop the ear down. Can you keep that length in your lower back? So that's your first challenge here, other than the stretch, is can I breathe and keep that decompression in my spine? So one more breath in, inhale. Exhale, lengthen and reach away, creating more space in between ear and fingertips. And just from here, take your hand and slide it back a little bit more towards the back of your skull. And then take the chin and tuck it in towards that left shoulder. So I'm looking down at this left hip as I reach the right arm away. And again, I'm not pulling. It's just here for a little bit of extra weight, okay? So these muscles, this should be your scalenes. It should be all back here. They can be really responsible for tension headaches, so especially if you've been working at your desk all day, your home desk, or maybe just being a potato on the couch, no judgment. They can get really cranky. So let's inhale, return back to center, hands at your side. Oh, my hair looks hot. Inhale, reach the arms up, big breath in. Exhale, look forward to press the shoulders. Take right hand to outside of left skull. Left arm reaches away as you stretch into this whole left hand side of your neck and shoulder. So again, as you inhale, it's like someone's lifting you up from the center. Engage your pelvic floor and glutes if you have to. And then exhale like someone was doing up a corset. You feel everything squeezed to the center line. Slide the hand a little bit more to the back of the skull. And then you tuck the chin in towards the armpit, reaching that left arm away from you. Good. So maybe one side feels a little bit different. This side for me, you guys can probably see it's quite a bit tighter. So let's take one more breath in. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the chin, reaching the fingertips away, get deeper into the stretch, and then come back to center, both hands at your side. So now we're going to work, now that we've kind of woken up your neck a little bit, reach the arms out to either side of your shoulders. So your palms are facing forward like you were right up against a wall. create that length in your lower back again, let your shoulders release. So I want you to start by just letting your thumbs reach out behind you. Now, as they reach out back, notice how your chest just wants to open right away and you want to let this lift. So you want to inhale here. You can gently lift your chin, but this is a warm-up. We're not going into a full back bend. And then exhale, you start by rotating the palms. Now notice how the arms, the upper arms start to rotate, and you want to start to round the spine. So allow it. Don't round your lower back, just round the mid back. So you're going to hold here for a full cycle of breath. So as you're curling the thumbs out behind you, it should feel like there's a little hook in your sternum. It's hard work, like your abs should really be working. Inhale as the thumbs open, the chest lifts, you look up to the sky. And then exhale, rotating the palms, rotating the thumbs up behind you, scooping and lifting, and then inhale, open up. So we're opening up the T-spine, your thoracic spine, open, open. Exhale as you rotate, squeeze, and lift up like someone was lifting you up off the ground. And then come back to neutral. Let's do 2 more just like that, guys. Should feel really good. I hear a lot of crunching in my shoulders right now. And exhale as you rotate the thumbs, you're scooping up, and then come back to center. Now hold center, reaching the arms away. I want you to keep this left thumb facing up, but don't move. I'm just gonna move so you can see it. I want you to rotate the right thumb so that it's like against a wall behind you now, the palm. So keeping it like that, I want you to try to reach them in opposite directions. So the left thumb is trying to open up like what we were just doing, and the right thumb is trying to reach out behind you and rotate the opposite direction. Now you can look over at the left hand, reaching, 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 and then inhale, return back to neutral, both palms face forward. Other side. So you rotate, reaching away, lengthening the thumbs in opposing directions, and then come back to center. Let's do 2 more. So Pilates instructors are people who do Pilates, practitioners a lot. Inhale back to center. Use your own breath, guys. This is the preparation for our saw, right? So we're really opening up that nerve plexus in your shoulder and your arm, and thumbs, as we all know, really are what separate us from a lot of other beings, right? So there's a lot of fascia going on in your thumbs. It's connected. You can probably even feel it right now to your mid-back. Let's do 1 more each side. So reaching the arms away, thumbs opposite directions. Inhale back to center, and then exhale, reach and rotate. You can tell one side for me it's a bit tighter. Inhale back to neutral. Both arms scoop up towards the sky, interlace your fingers and create a steeple. So it should look like a little gun, okay? So the gun's pointed up towards the sky. I don't like that. We're gonna make it a marker, okay? Drop the shoulders. Can you create that length and decompression in your lower back again? So you're really lifting up off your seat. And imagine like you were going to draw a circle with this marker on the ceiling. So you're going to start off to the side. Notice how my lower body isn't moving. You're going to reach forward. So I'm scooping up with my abs as I reach forward. And then keeping the biceps around the ears, I'm going to circle back. Now, circle's going to go back behind me a little bit. But again, remember, this is your warm-up. And then switch directions right away. So you're going to inhale, reach up, circle down, press forward, and open. And then last one. So over, circle. Actually, I lied. Let's do 2 more, guys, because it feels so good. So there's no right or wrong here. It's an organic movement for your body. Getting into all those dusty, dark corners of your mid-back. Let's do last one so we're even. Inhale, reaching forward, keeping the shoulders down, and then all the way back up. Press the palms away from you, reaching, 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 and then just come back to your seated position. Guys, so we're gonna come into a tabletop position, hands and knees. But before we do that, I really want you guys to know how to push your hands into the ground. So first things first, bring your hands. In yoga, we'd call this namaste, or just hands in towards your chest, okay? So now I want you just to smash them together. Just push them together as hard as you can. And you're gonna flip and rotate them so you can see the heels of your hands. So you're pressing them together. You see that there's like no space in between your palms, right? Great, shake out your hands a little bit. So let's bring them back together, back into that same position. Now push the fingertips together, just the fingertips. And now push just the top of your thumbs, like the pads of your thumbs, push just that together. So you have fingertips and thumbs all pressing together. Now push your knuckles together, just your knuckles. Good, you should feel the biceps turn on. My chest is shaking, I'm pushing so hard. Now, making sure you have all of that connected, push the bigger knuckles now, like where the base of your fingers are in the palm. Now hold that, look. you should see a little hole, like you could slide a pencil in between your wrists. That's your carpal tunnel. So I want you to keep that. So I want you to keep this when you're in your hands and knees, no matter how easy it seems, whether it's cat-cow or we're working your balance. I want you to feel this engagement in your hands and forearms the whole time. Okay? Great. So let's come into tabletop. So we're going to come down, hands and knees. Shoulders are stacked right over top of your wrists, knees are right underneath your hips, okay? So from here, I want you just to drop the belly, look up towards the sky, and just stretch. So tailbones lifting. We don't ever want to do anything here other than stretch, not very good for your back, but it feels good right now, especially if you've been in a chair. And then exhale, press into the ground, round the spine. So again, guys, push into your fingertips, your knuckles, your wrists. You're rounding. Now, can you really focus on rounding the low back? You're lifting up through your abdominals, and then inhale, flow through center, look forward. Drop the belly, look up. Exhale, press into the ground, pushing, pushing, pushing. And then inhale. Let's just come to neutral spine. Good. So our little warm-up's finished. We're going to come into a little bit more of our work, okay? So keeping this, I want you to start by engaging your abdominals and sliding the left leg out behind you. So lift your left leg up towards the sky and just hold it there. Check in. If I put a marble on your back right now, would it fall off? If I put a champagne flute, probably a little bit more accurate with quarantine, would you spill the champagne? What a disaster.
What a disaster.
So keeping the champagne nice and still, can you slide the opposite arm out in front of you and then lift it up towards the sky? Now we're going to hold here, okay? Hold. Lifting up through your abdominals, pressing out through that back leg, feeling a big stretch to the left-hand side, but a big work in that left glute. Now create more length through your lower back. I want you to start to move. You inhale, reach the arm and the leg away from the torso, opposite directions. And then exhale, pull it back to center. Inhale, you reach it away. Exhale, pull back to center. Good. Keep breathing. Now, are you pushing equally into your hand and into your knee at the same time? Trying to keep this back leg as if it was sliding over top of a table, or it's at the same level the whole time. Again, equal pressure. Are you lifting that carpal tunnel so your wrist isn't getting sore? And if it is getting sore, guys, keep breathing, keep going. Just come onto your fists, kind of like a gorilla. I know, super sexy cue. Keep going. 2 more. 2, and bring it back to center. Last one, you inhale, reach it away. Exhale, pull it back in, you hold. Now, keeping the champagne nice and still, you exhale, draw the elbow and the knee in towards the center of the body. Inhale, reach them away. Pressing equally into hand and knee. Exhale, pull in, breathe out through your mouth. Good, you guys got 5 more. 5, press. Good, you guys can go at your own pace. If I'm going too fast or slow, just go for it. It should be your own breath. That's the beauty of things like yoga and Pilates, right? They're really your own. And you got 2 more. 2, and reach. And then last one like that, pull it in, and then lengthen it out and hold for 5. Abs up, 4, longer, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the leg up, drop the hand down. Yeah, keep that leg up, guys. The champagne isn't tilted. It should be nice and neutral. Can you press it back a little bit more? Tuck your right toe under the other toe, and we're gonna hold for 8 seconds with the knee hovering. So here we go. Press into your fingertips. You hover the knee for 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, hover, 4, push into the ground, 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. Good. Drop the foot off to the side. I can change my angle, but you don't have to. You're going to kind of corkscrew that right knee. Take the right hand down so that the shoulder can stack right above it, and the left hand's going to go right above your head, okay? So you want to be on a little bit of an angle with this bottom leg, and with your hand behind your head, I really want you to engage and lengthen the back of your neck. Lift up your left leg so it's up at hip height. Now from here, I want you to keep the torso completely still, like a door on a hinge. You inhale, kick the leg forwards, point the toe, and drag it up behind you. Now hold it as it drags back. Hold it here. You should feel an enormous stretch to this left hip and pressing into the floor to work that opposite shoulder. You're creating length in that line. Flex the foot, inhale forward. Point and drag the leg back. You can look down at your bottom hand or up at your top, whatever one feels better. Keep in mind if you're looking up, it's a little bit of a balance challenge as well. Breathe. Good. 3 more, guys. 3. Keep that leg lifted, squeeze. 2, and point and drag. Last one, inhale, kick forward. Exhale, drag it up behind you and hold. I want you to imagine like you had a big beach ball here now, okay? You're gonna flex the foot, lift the leg up and over the beach ball, and then tap it out in front of you. Keeping everything else still, you inhale the leg up, tap out behind you. Good, guys. Inhale, lengthen away. You're not crunching. Notice how my upper body isn't being affected. Push and reach and drop. Good. You guys got 3 more. 3, 2. You guys are doing awesome. Good. 1 more full set. That means you got to end out behind you. Inhale, you come up. Hold it out behind you. Drop it onto the floor so the foot's flat. No weight on that foot, though. Now, from here, I want you to kind of drag the foot a little bit further away. Open up your top arm and lengthen that whole left-hand side of the body. You should feel an enormous stretch into this left hip and maybe even down into the quad. Now, can you press into the right arm a bit more so you can feel, again, that stretch even up around that right chest. Let's do 1 more breath in here. Inhale. Exhale, drag, 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 and then come back. Other side, we gotta do it all over again. Yay! Okay, slide your opposite leg up behind you, the one that you didn't do before, and then take the opposite arm out as well. So anything to do with opposite arm and leg, so good for your spine, especially when you're fighting gravity. So you guys are just holding this while I'm talking, okay? So good, and it can take away any of that little muscular scoliosis that maybe you created even when you were sleeping overnight. So I really want you to lengthen and decompress in that low back. Now let's start with that torso stability stuff for your obliques. So you inhale, reach the arm and the leg in opposite directions. Exhale, pull it back to center. Now keep going. Inhale as you come out. I don't want to see you leaning over. I want to see everything staying nice and still. Exhale, squeeze it back in. Keep breathing. Inhale, everything away from the center line, and then exhale, squeeze. Trying to keep that same line with the arm and the leg. Are you pressing into the fingertips that are on the floor? 2 more. 2, squeeze. And then last one, inhale, reach over, exhale, come back to center. Stay up there, find your abs. The champagne is still on your back. As you exhale, they go just beside each other as they pull into the torso. And then inhale, reach away and lengthen. Keep going. Are you pressing into all 5 fingertips of this right arm? Reach away. Good, guys. You got 4 more. 4. And press. 3. Make sure you're using your breath. Push. 2, and lengthen. And then last one, inhale, bring it in. Exhale, champagne is nice and still. Drop the hand down, keep the leg up. If you have the fauna, again, like me, just be careful. Tuck your back toe under. We're gonna hold the hover for 8 counts. Champagne's on your back. Abs are tight. You push into the floor. Up we go for 8, 7. Extend that back leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee. Good. Now, corkscrew the leg. Take your long leg out beside you so that the pinky toe's on the floor. The left hand's going to go under the shoulder. Now, take your top hand behind your head. And from here, right away, you want to push into the floor with your fingers. So if you have any tightness in the shoulder, you're going to feel it right away. Okay, lift up this top leg. Y'all ready? So, we're going to inhale, kick it forward. Point the toe and drag it out behind you. The hands behind the head, supporting the neck. Flex the foot, kick forward. Point and drag back. I want you to feel the 2 hip bones coming together as you drag the leg out behind you. You're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Good, you guys got 2 more like that. 2, hand behind your head. Squeeze. Last one, inhale, kick. Exhale, drag it out behind you and hold. Drop the leg down on a little bit of an angle. You're just pointing it. It's just a little bit of a quick stretch. The beach ball is back. You're going to come up and over, flex the foot, tap the foot in front of you. Inhale, press into the floor, lift the leg up, and stretch the heel back behind you. Keep going. So my mentor, she used to call this one cow jumps over the moon. I actually think that's probably one of the lineage's names for it, but I just really love it. So keep going up and over and stretch. You guys got 5 more. I know it's burning. 5. Good. Can you reach that heel farther away from you? Like you're really trying to push it into the wall beside you over on that side. Good. 2 more. 2, stretch. up and over. And then last one, you're gonna end with it behind you, up and over and behind you. Now drop the foot on the floor, no weight, it's just flat. And I want you to drag it along the floor, open up this right elbow or your top elbow, whatever one's in the top, and stretch. Now push into the floor with your left hand or the bottom hand and just breathe. Inhale into that right hand side of your torso. Exhale, slide a little bit deeper. One more, inhale. Exhale, breathe out, slide the foot, and then slowly return back to kneeling if you can. So both knees are going to be down on the ground out in front of you, down into a 90-90 position. So my friend Ian, hi Ian, calls this a Z sit. So it looks like the letter Z. He's American, so that's why he says Z. We say Z in Canada. So holding this Z shape, I want you to interlace the hands behind your head again. We're going to work a little bit more active mobility into your hips. So again, nothing traditional Pilates about this one. You're flexing your feet so you protect your knees. I want you to roll forward, engage your glutes, press the hips forward, and then drop yourself back down. Keeping the abs engaged, you're going to switch to the other side, push into the ground, lift your hips up, stretch that left hip, and down. Good. If you want to challenge yourself, don't let the feet touch the floor as you come over. Lift, drop, rotate over. Keep breathing, guys. Hands behind your head so you can't help. Down, cross, push, squeeze your glutes, lift, down. Nice. This is a really great thing to do pre-leg day too. Stretch, drop. You guys got one more each side. Press into the floor, squeeze, press shoulders down. And then last one, you're gonna rotate over, lift your hips up, drop, and then come back to center, both feet down on the ground. So we're gonna do a lot of stuff seated. I really wanted to wake up those hip flexors first. So I'm gonna start facing you guys, but I'm gonna flip around. You don't have to, okay? So I want you to start with your feet flexed. You can see my tips of my feet flexed and the hands out behind you. So the fingertips will be facing forward. They're facing your toes. And I just want you to start by pressing into the floor, lifting your chest up, and really trying to open up the shoulders. You can slightly lift your chin. Don't throw it back, though. Now from here, tuck your chin, point your toes, and then flex your feet, lift up, squeeze the shoulders. You got two more just like that. Two, flex and lift. And then last one, point, push into the floor, squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest, flex your feet, and then release. Good. Now, open up your legs. So we're going to start here, flexing the feet. They should be about max distance apart. So if you have lots of mobility, don't whack your legs out. If you don't have a lot, just soften your knees a little bit, okay? There's no shame in that game at all. So start by taking the hands out. So we're going to bring in that thing that we did at the beginning for your shoulders. We're going to bring it into movement. Pilates instructors or Pilates enthusiasts, this is the saw. So as you inhale, you rotate towards your left leg. Now, flip the back thumb like we did before. Reach the right hand to the outside of your pinky toe, and then inhale, stack the spine. Stay twisted. You're still reaching the thumbs away from each other, and then come back to center. Inhale, other side, you rotate. Exhale, you dive forward and twist. Inhale, lift up, and then come back to center. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, twist and reach. Back up and center. Reach the heels away from you. In, rotate, twist, lift up and center. Good, little quicker, guys. In, twist, lift, center. In, twist, lift, center. This one you're going to hold the twist. Hold the twist. You're really reaching. So the abdominals are pulling back. As you're lengthening the fingers forward, you feel resistance and a stretch. Are you reaching up through your heels? One more breath in. Exhale, deepen. Abs up to the spine. Push forward. Stack the spine back to center. Other side. You rotate. Twist forward. Again, it's not about can my chest hit my knee. I want you to really think about drawing the abs up. And you can even give pressure to the outside of this foot to the hand. Back thumb trying to reach away. Keep lengthening, deep breath in, and then exhale, stack the spine, come back forward. Now bring the legs together, and I just want you to shake them. So just shake them and hit them. This is so good for your lymphatic system. Sorry to your downstairs neighbors. We don't care. We have healthy lymph. And you can shake all the way down. You can even kind of slap your thighs, slap your shins. Good. Okay, so from here, flex your feet, reach the arms up and over, and interlace the fingers behind you. Now, we're going to start with a spine twist just to get warm, but we've got a lot of rotation coming your way. So deep breath in, squeeze up. You can have your knees bent if you need to. Exhale for 3 to the left. So you twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale back to center. To the right. Exhale, twist. 1, 2, 3. Inhale back to center. So I'm going to breathe now. The breathing should sound like this. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Keep going. In. Exhale, twist. Deeper, deepest. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Deeper, deeper, deepest. Last set, guys. That back elbow reaches, reaches, reaches. Opposite foot reaches away. You twist, 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 and hold. Okay, so bend your right knee. Now, with your right knee bent, flex your left foot. You need to be in really close kind of communication with this left heel for this next exercise for it to be really juicy, okay? Juicy. Take the hands behind your head. You're going to start with lumbar flexion. So you're rounding through your lower back. That's not a collapse, though. You can feel it lifting up into your spine. And you want thoracic mid-back extension. Now, everything's hugging to the midline of the body. Already, you're reaching out through this left leg. Now, as you exhale, you start to twist and rotate. Now, as you rotate towards the bent knee, you should feel like this left leg really wants to come with you. Don't let it. Keep pushing out through the heel. You inhale, come back to center. You're still leaning back. Exhale, you rotate and twist. Reach up through the heel. Inhale, center. Keep breathing, guys. Use your breath. Don't let this bent knee fray open with you. Inhale, center. So you should feel that big stretch with that left heel reaching away and a really deep work into this bent inner thigh. It's kind of shocking, right? Let's do 3 more. Exhale, 3. We're all connected. The last 2, squeeze. And then 1 more, you're going to hold it back there. Exhale, twist and hold. You knew it was coming. Keep reach out through this right heel, guys. Twisting and lengthening. Open the elbows. Can you sink back a little bit deeper? Inhale, inhale, inhale. Come back to center. Lift yourself up. Take the palms flat. Fingertips are facing forward. We're just going to shake out the hip flexors a bit. Push into the bent foot. You lift the hips up. Come up into a nice reverse plank. Don't throw your neck back. Keep the knee in line with the hip. Great angle, Asia. And then slowly roll yourself back down. Stay where you are. I'm just going to flip. So keeping this knee bent, you're going to pull it in towards your chest. Now your hands are going to go on the outside and inside of your shin. Feel resistance right away. You're pushing into your hands, and your hands are pushing into your knee. You're going to roll down onto your back. So elbows are wide, chest is lifted. Hover your right foot off the floor and start to switch your legs. So you exhale, switch, and switch. Keep going. Switch, switch, change, change. Keep breathing. Now, what's happening, just like in the beginner video, if you guys watched it, is you're not pulling with your hands. You're pulling in using your abdominals. So can you squeeze and squeeze? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that left knee in towards your chest. Drop the right leg. So this should be the leg that was bent when you were seated. Now drop the head, neck, and shoulders down onto the ground. Keep the knee in towards your chest, but the hands go flat on the floor. Extend the leg straight up towards the sky. We're coming into leg circles. So you inhale the leg towards the left or right hand side. Drop it down, circle it around, and then lift it back up towards the ceiling. So nothing should be moving, but just this lower part of your hips and the legs. So you inhale, reach it over, drop it down, circle it around, and back up to the sky. Keep breathing, guys. Down, circle, lift. Down, circle, lift. Good. And I want you to imagine like you're painting these circles into wet sand or snow. And if you have a tight chest, you can press into the floor with your hands and a little bit wider, kind of like a V shape. Press. Switch directions. Inhale down. Swoop across the body. Lift it up. Good. You guys got 4 more like that. 4. Press into your triceps. 3. You're creating a big circle in the snow. 2. Down, circle. And then last one. Drop and up. Keep the legs straight. You interlace the fingers underneath the hamstring just to start. Now hover your opposite leg above the floor. Okay, this is option 1, is to have the hands behind the hamstring. Option 2, you crawl the hands up the leg. Option 3, if you really want to go for it, my friend Marcia had this great variation with the hands behind. I loved that. Let's go. So you exhale, switch, and switch. If you're clapping, don't so much focus on your legs coming in, but your chest coming up. If you're grabbing, create that tension again. You're just catching it with your leg, right? Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull both knees into your chest. Take a deep breath. Extend the legs flat on the floor. Arms go up and over your head. As you exhale, you reach the hands above the shoulders. Nothing moves. You can feel them digging into the ground. Flex your feet. Tuck your chin. Look at your toes. Really wrinkle your shirt as you start to lift yourself up off the floor. Now you're reaching forward and hold. So reach the arms as far forward as you can. But what I want you to do is hold. Look down at your knees. Can you lift up your mid-back? So you get this beautiful spine stretch, kind of like you're puffing out your ribs. Hold there for a breath in. Exhale, reach a little bit further. Good. And then slide yourself all the way back up. So starting position, we have a whole other leg. So bend your left knee now. We got to switch to their side. So your left knee's bent. Your right foot is out in front of you. And my foot's flexed. You just can't see it. Okay? Flex the foot. And you want, again, that connection with the end of your heel. If you have to touch it a little bit, that's okay. Kind of slap it a bit. It really does help that brain connection. Okay, hands behind your head, guys. Lift up. Now, we want to create lumbar flexion. Your lower back is rounding, not collapsing, rounding. Now, we want thoracic extension, so you're open. Now, on your exhale, you rotate and twist. Now, push out through your right heel. Keep this knee in line with your belly button, and then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, when you come back to center, you're still leaning back. Can you really reach out through this right heel, guys? You shouldn't feel it jamming up into your hip flexors. Engage your glutes. 3. One side might feel so much easier. 2. And then last one, exhale, twist and hold for 5, 4. Keep pushing. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up. Good. Hands go flat. Fingertips facing forward. My hair is a disaster. Keep pressing into the floor, chest up, and again with the great angle from Asia, you're going to press into the floor, lift your hips up into that kind of half reverse plank. Deep breaths in, exhale, slowly roll yourself back down. Good. Now from this angle, you're slowly going to keep the knee in towards your chest, but just roll down onto your back. So you're not using your hands anymore. They're going to interlace behind your head, creating a little hammock. Okay? Now from there, can you hover your opposite leg above the floor? So you have one bent, one straight, just like how we started the past exercise. And then you're going to switch, switch, switch. So keep going, guys. I want your elbows much wider. And like you were wearing a heart rate monitor, you want to lift it right up off the floor. Or if you're wearing a bra, lift the bra off the floor. And really point your toes, reaching them forward like you were slicing fruit. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in towards the chest. Good. Extend your left leg flat on the ground. Right leg goes straight up to the sky. Point the toe. Hands can either be right beside you, or if you're a bit tight in the chest, they can go a little bit wider. Okay, you cross the body, reach over, drop down, circle, and lift. Again, inhale, down, circle, and squeeze. Keeping the ribs nice and controlled down on the floor, guys. You got 2 more this direction. 2, up. And then last one, down, circle up, switch directions, inhale over. And I know this is kind of a gross cue, but apparently that's what I'm doing today. I want you to imagine like your foot and all your bones in your foot could really reach out through the skin. Like you're trying to pop your skin open. 2. And then the last one, reach the bones away, reach, 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 and drop both feet down straight. Arms up and over your head. Deep breath in. Heels digging into the ground. You reach the fingertips over your shoulders. Nothing else moves. Tuck your chin. Scoop up. Really round the spine. Up and over your feet. Puffing up your ribs. You hold here for a breath. Inhale into your shoulder blades. Exhale, reach forward. Puff out the spine. Squeeze your glutes. Just take the feet flat. So with your feet flat like this, in your own mind's eye, I want you to line up your hips, knees, and ankles all together. The hands are right beside you. You're pressing them into the floor. Now, just like in that beginner video, you want to come into that posterior tilt of your pelvis. So just by doing that, you should feel a little stretch in your quads, okay? So it's like we have that cup of coffee, you're spilling the coffee on your stomach again, okay? So holding that, squeezing your glutes. Can you feel the stretch in your quads already? Like you're pressing your belly button into the floor. Now, one disc at a time, you're going to start to roll the hips up to the sky. Now, when you get to the sky, make sure that you don't have any glute activation. Like if you don't have any glute activation, you're just trying to press up. See how bad this looks on my back? We don't want that. We want it to be like a puzzle piece.
So find your glutes, they squeeze. Find your abdominals, they press like a little lower back sandwich. Isn't that nice? We're going for a little picnic. So keeping the squeeze there, you're pressing into your triceps. I want you to take your hips and make them act like a typewriter. They're just going to go side to side. I love this version. I saw this from a video of someone that I really, really respect and love. So just go side to side. You're just stretching out QL. You're stretching out lower back stabilizer, side to side, guys. My knees aren't really moving. It's just like, if you're old enough to remember a typewriter, I used to play with one when I was a kid. It's just kind of side to side. And just notice, is one side tighter than the other? And I want you to hold over on that side. Hold that side. Press into your triceps. You guys got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then go to the other side. Even if it's not as tight, we're just going to hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. One disc at a time. You roll back down onto the mat. Okay, so all the way back to the bottom. Nice and slow. Let's roll up one more time. So pushing into the floor, tuck the pelvis, and slowly bring yourself all the way back up to the sky. Hold here. Knees, ankles, hips. Everything's in a line. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift a little higher, feel that sandwich again in your lower back, and then slowly roll and complete down onto the mat. Now, from here, extend your left leg straight, pick up your right foot and take it onto the knee. Take your left hand onto the knee and roll over. So we're coming into a spinal twist. So you guys just heard my back, it just looks like an orchestra. Drop the knee down, flip the opposite palm up towards the sky, and look over towards the fingers. Now just take a couple of rounds of breath there, guys. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, reaching the finger away from the knee. And let's just do one more like that, okay? So inhale, exhale, reach away, and then come back to center. Center yourself back onto the mat, and we're going to switch to the other side. So you might need to move your hips over a little bit. That's okay. You grab on, rotate. And this side, at least for me, this side feels a little bit tighter. Maybe it's the opposite for you. But I just really want you to relax into it and keep the foot on the knee. Keep it organized. So you're going to keep reaching over. So the most important thing here, guys, is your breathing. So inhale into the waist. Exhale like you're wringing out a dirty dishcloth. You draw the abdominals to the spine and twist even deeper. Twisting so healthy for synovial fluid of your spine, so healthy for your digestive organs. Let's do one more. I want to bring oxygen to every muscle of the body. And then slowly come roll onto your back. Both knees bend. You bring the hips back to center. Arms go straight. Legs go straight. Just a nice big full body stretch on the mat. Deep breath in. And then maybe just from here, reach the fingers away. Flex your feet. I want you to try to push one heel a little bit further away from you. And then switch to the other. Press the opposite heel away. And again, press one heel. So your hips might just be moving just like a tiny bit. And then press. Good. Let's do one more like that. Press away. And neutral. Good. Cross the right ankle over top of your left thigh. Take your right hand and bring it onto the top of your hip. Now, lengthen the left hand up. You're going to kind of slide it so you're looking like a half moon. I know you guys can't fully see me in the picture. There was really no angle that I could get here that was working. But just listen to my words. You're reaching the left hand away and you're drawing this top heel away from you. So take a deep breath in and then exhale, slowly come back to center. We're going to do the other side and then we're going to be done, guys. So you cross the opposite foot over top. Both legs are straight. The hand goes onto your hip of the short side, and then you reach the legs away from you, and then curl the hand towards the feet so you look like a crescent moon shape, and just reaching, reaching, reaching. Inhale into that open side of the body. Exhale, draw the abs to the spine, and then slowly return to center. Both legs are straight, arms over your shoulders, deep breath in. Exhale, reach the fingers towards your toes, wrinkle the shirt, come up and over, I'm still here. Reach over, and then come all the way back up. And you guys did such a great job. I hope your shoulders feel good. I hope your hips feel good. And hopefully I will see you on another video, or hopefully I will see humans soon. I miss you. Have a great day, guys.